Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Ocean. Before we jump into the price action, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to Discord, come check it out, it's free to join. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff. So now what we're looking for here was the potential that we're actually looking to complete a 5-wave move to the upside here. We're looking at this as a 1-2. Potentially all of this is a third wave, and then looking for evidence of this fourth and this fifth. So this fourth wave is really stretched out as long as it wants to be if we are looking for that potential to push to the upside. Potentially we could argue the fourth is in here, but yeah, I mean it could be. We could argue that this third wave's here. We have a fourth and a fifth, but I'm still looking for that evidence since we did find support on this 50% of the wave three. So until we actually lose this zone or this starts to drag out too much, I'm going to continue to look for this possibility. We have had a potential reaction to the upside here, which could look to actually start this 5-wave move. So we're looking for further evidence of that. When we were previously looking at the video, we were looking at this, looking for this possibility of this being a W, X, Y, and X and a Z. And we actually came down pretty much bang on to where that Z wave marker was. So I'm looking to the upside here, and we need to be cautious. So, if this move has completed into this high point, and it actually, either we have to move this third into here and then have a fifth wave into this high, or we have to say that it's just a 3-wave move to the upside. And basically, then that would mean that potentially we could start to break down deeper. So we really want to see this fourth wave play out, or at least manage to hold this support zone here between this 1457 to this 2582. When we start to lose this lower range here of this 1457, then it becomes less likely that this is going to be the structure that we're looking for the upside here, and potentially we could then be looking for that Y wave to the downside. So we'll go over that towards the end of the video. But basically, what I'm looking for in the short term is whether we actually face rejection here and actually break down below this 2844. For as long as we stay above that zone, we could look for a bullish potential here. So the way I'm currently looking at this is we're looking for that potential that we could have a breakout here. And for the most part, it is still valid. We are sort of within that. We just come down past that 50% at 3815 area, and we are still we could still look for this fifth wave to the upside here. And basically, what I'm looking for within this is to see whether we actually get that final push up here. Otherwise, we need to be a little bit cautious here with this move. If it does manage to hold this zone of this 3183 to this 3685, potentially we could look for continuation. We can argue that within here we have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, and then basically this wave 3 could be over here, and then we could get this fifth wave. So I'm still open to that interpretation. If that has happened and this is a completed wave here, what I'll be looking for is basically a 3-wave structure, coming down to this 3685 to this 3183 zone. And what we'd want to do is maintain above this zone of this 2880. If we start to lose that, then it would be more likely that this whole move here has just been a connector wave, and then we've got one more leg to the downside, and we're going to go over a target area for that in a second. But for as long as we hold this zone, so primarily I want to see if we can hold this low here. And we've come down to this previous zone of support here. I want to see if we start to develop a 5-wave move to the upside here. It is also possible within these waves, we could be getting some kind of an extension. And, like we said, we could potentially count this as a 5-wave move into here. This could then give us an additional 1, 2, and then we push up for a third wave. It would have been a very deep wave 2, but it hasn't crossed wave 1. And effectively would have to move up past 50 cents 68 to confirm that. If we did, what we'd then be looking for is that potential that we're actually getting some extension within this move, and then potentially we could have another 1, 2 here, get a 3, 4, 5, and look for this push higher up. into this zone here, which would be looking for potentially into this area of this 82.30 to this 66.11 area. So if we are developing a bigger five-wave move, that would be the potential target zone that I'd be looking for, and potentially coming back into the top of this channel here, which is directly above us, sitting at about 78 cents, 80 cents as we drag across here. So this could be somewhere that we actually look to push up into. Obviously, there's some key things that need to happen here. Ideally, I would like for a more neat wave count, I'd like to see this five-wave move play out to the upside here into this 49.47 to this 46.53, potentially interacting with this center channel line here. And then what I'd want to see is that three-wave move back down into this zone here, this 36.85 to this 31.83. Then from there, what we'd be looking for, we'd be looking to see whether this third wave develops or whether this actually just develops as a three-wave move, as an A, B, and a C, potentially towards this 58.18 area. If we do move into that 58.18 area, and we don't manage to push up high enough to reach this typical third wave, which would be this 79.85, potentially then what we could just have here is, once again, we have a three-wave move. And what this could then be is this whole move could be an A, this could be a B, and then we still look to push down for that C wave. And that would be looking to potentially target out down here in this 25.82 to this 14.57 zone still. And, potentially, depending on how high we came here, if we did move up 1 to 1, for instance, we could actually look to potentially target out towards this 1,236 to this 1,618 if it is going to be an expanding flat where this becomes an A, we get this as a B, and then we get that C wave down. So this could be a zone we look to move up into. We need to see how the waves develop, but basically, for as long as we hold above this 31.83, we can still look for this bullish potential. If we start to lose that 31.83, it becomes more likely we're looking to continue to the downside, and then I'd be setting my targets down here, potentially towards this zone. If I just throw that option back on, um, potentially towards the zone of this 22-cent range. That would be a 1 to 1 off of this 0.618 up here, which would be this 47.11. If we had this lowered down, effectively it would change this target, and we'd potentially be looking more towards the zone here of this. Let's throw this onto here. It's pretty much, no, I did take it off the high. Okay, so I took it off this high already. So it would be 22-cent. So basically, if we do drop directly down, this 22-cent area could be a 1 to 1 area we look to interact with, but we would have to see whether we actually do find another wave up here and find rejection in this red box. We have currently just moved into it, and basically within this, we can see here, we've just come up to that 50%. If we do start to reject deeper here, this could indicate that this whole move here rather has been a corrective move as an A, B, and a C, and then we actually look to break to the downside. But yeah, we haven't lost that support yet, so it is possible this could still look to progress up here and become a bigger structure. Even if that is just a three-wave structure, potentially we could still see a push up into these zones of this 51, 52 to this 42, 44, 24 zone, and then actually look to break down from within this area. So keep an eye on some of these swing highs here. Potentially we could retest these and then look to fail depending on the 618, for instance, is on this one. We have this one up here towards that 702, and finally that 786 is right towards the top end of this move. So if we do move up into that zone, potentially that could be a couple of things depending on how long this takes. If this drags a bit more sideways like this, that could also coincide with testing this channel. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Yeah, so basically this is what we're looking for. If we do get a deeper move like this, however, what we'd be then saying is that rather than looking at this being in the fourth wave here, we'd be looking to see whether this support comes in, and we'd then be looking for that potential of this being a B wave to the downside here, where this whole move here is an A wave up, and then potentially we could be looking for that push to the upside here for a C wave. So depending on exactly where we come, this could become a bigger move. Like I said, this could become a 1, 2, and then we push up high enough towards this 41.19 zone for that wave 3. and then we could see an additional fourth and a fifth, something like this. So this is what we'll be keeping an eye on within the structure. At the moment, yeah, there is bullish potential, but this is looking like quite a strong move to the downside here. We'll have to see whether this reverses and we do actually look to push up higher here, or whether we actually fail to break back above these highs and keep retesting, these fib rejection zones. So basically, off of this current structure we have here, um, if we do move back to the upside here, we'd need to be cautious between this 50% here at this 41.22 and this 43.34. If we do see something like a three-wave structure moving up here, potentially we could look to actually continue down. But it is also possible that we're still within a bigger structure here to the downside. Don't actually know. So, I mean, we can argue that, there could be something like this playing out where that's a 1, 2. We're still in the third wave potentially where this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Um, so, yeah, at the moment, we need to just be cautious. There does look like there is potential here to actually come down a little bit deeper within this, potentially if we do get a move up towards this zone here of this 40 cent 50. We need to get back above that, because until we do, we could still see an additional fifth wave down here, which could then look to extend this move out slightly here, where we could look to actually push further down here. And the thing is, if we have started this with a 5 wave move here, basically what we'd then be looking for is, potentially this move becoming a bigger move to the downside and in an a B, and then a C. And then that would be potentially looking to target out this lower zone that we talked about previously within here, looking for this coming back into this support zone between this 31.83 to this 36.85. If this holds, potentially we can look for that upside. But yeah, once we start to lose this 31.83, start just being aware of the fact that it becomes more probable we're going to lose this low at that point if we lose this 786. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you'll find a link to Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. As well as that, you will find affiliate links down there for Primex BT and BYBIT, both great exchanges that we use on a regular basis. Check them out for yourselves. If you don't have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and they do have deposit bonuses, which you can find more information through the links down below. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care out there.